obviously we get into like the DLC weapons and how I feel about them. But first things first, as you can see, I've gotten Dark Ether. Now, just to show this is not hacking in that, I will show that I've managed to get Plague Diamond on all my other sets. So there's my ARs. There's my shotguns. And trust me, I've gotten all these guns gold now. I did these all legitimate. I have not done any cheating in any way, shape or form. I got this all legit. So, and believe you me, it was really annoying. It was really annoying. There were some moments where I was like, oh, especially with the snipers, as you guys would know, as I was explaining to this on one of my earlier streams. But wait, why did I put the anyway? Look, I'll show you that I've gotten all the ARs past level 50, even the new one. Normally it's normally about level 51, level 52, give or take. I normally get them gold anyway, personally. You know about the SMGs, you know about the tactical rifles, because I just showed them. Actually, better just to show them, because it says on the side that I've done all 35 camos for them each. And there you go. That's all of them. So as I was saying, even including the 2 new DLC weapons. So as you can see, that's the new AR. And that is the new SMG. Now I'll go into games about them and that, but first I want to explain more about the Season 1. Because as you can see, there's quite a few things that have changed. There's actually thing. So operators for starters. Let's go through. As you can see, that Snitch is the new character. I've been doing a couple challenges with Snitch. I think there's like 1 or 2 more things that have been introduced in that, but I'll get to that in a bit. As you can see, there's still a couple more characters that will be coming soon. But then you have the Battle Pass. So Battle Pass has a standard 100 tiers, just like previous seasons that I've seen in Modern Warfare. I wouldn't know because I haven't had a lot of experience in Modern Warfare with its tier XP stuff. But as you can see, I'm a bit into the tiers already. And it's partially because I started off with the Ultimate Edition, so obviously I got a I started off from tier 20. And as you can see, I've gotten up to tier 52 so far over the past couple of days. Then nothing's really changed there. So here's where it gets interesting. They finally implemented the Prestige Shop. We'll get to that in a minute. And then with Season 1, if you can see, there are some calling cards at the bottom. In the bottom underneath the levels. As you can see, I'm already Prestige 4 so far. I'm getting there slowly. And I've noticed that past level 50, you get a free once you get to level 50, you get a free blueprint, and basically all the other things that are on the side that says about the level 100 rewards, except for the sticker and the emblem being different. Anyway, so as you can see, there are a bunch of them that are classified and a bunch of them that I've unlocked or done. So I'll just go through them. So every 10 levels you get into this season so far, you get a new challenge. You start off with the Haymaker challenge, but then you can see it progressively gets slowly and slowly harder. Except for the bottoms up one. The bottoms up one wasn't that difficult. Because if you know about the Wonder Fizz situation app, you can access all 6 perks just from there. And me and my friend Rico, you know Rico, because I play with him every so often. He helped me do the challenge on that, so I got to give him credit for that. Now, the most difficult one we've been trying to get at the minute is there's the exfil one for round 30. Now, this one was a bit more tedious. The reason why it was tedious is because we almost did it. We almost did it on one of the first attempts we tried to do it. But the one problem is, the timer went out when we were literally on the last 2 Megaton. We were literally on 2 Megaton bombers, and we both got them to low health. So it kind of sucked that the exfil kind of failed. And there wasn't a lot we could have done about that. As you can see, I've done 4 of the calling cards so far. I'll just explain what they are. So the Haymaker is probably the easiest one, in my opinion, so far. Where you just got to get 5. You just got to get 5 rapid melee kills 10 times, which is just basically just 10 butcher medals. It's basically just 10 butcher medals. It's not that difficult. Again, dead air isn't too difficult, honestly, because you just need to get zombies to walk in them and then just kill them once they're in the mist, or they've been slowed down by the mist. It's not too difficult. I don't go to Dark Ether that often, that's why I haven't done this challenge just yet, but it's not a difficult one. You just got to get 500 kills in Dark Ether. Megaton projectiles with Ring of Fire, as you can tell, that one wasn't difficult either. It's just that Great Escape one that's been a bit of a pain so far. Out of all the ones that I've done, out of all the challenges that I've unlocked so far. But then we've got the Prestige Shop. So as you can see, there are some prestige icons and that. Unfortunately, none of them are zombies icons, which I'm a little upset about. I'm not going to lie about that, because these if there were zombies ones on here and that, I probably would have easily used them. But by the looks of things, as you can see, I have to be Prestige Master in order to unlock in order for me to use these ones. Well, we can get to that. We can get to that a little bit later on. Is there anything else that was new? Oh yes, the store. So as you can see, the store has new stuff. Well, we've been introduced to new stuff for the store. As you can see, I've already got one of these packs so far, and only one. Tiggs has the Gilded Age pack, and I have the Most Wanted pack. Which is why my character looks like a cowboy. Wishing that Double Tap was still here, not gonna lie, because then I could just say, cowboys, yeah, you get a point. But, yeah, so, let me just quickly show you what tiers you need to be in order to get these guns unlocked as well, might I? Just so you guys know, and that, so you can actually access once if you do get this game for Christmas and that, you can try and work your way up to get these tiers done. So the Mac 10 is tier 15, and the Prosma is the is tier 31. Now, one problem is, obviously, you've probably been hearing about the new shotgun. But there's one slight problem with that. It's not in the tier system, and I've looked at multiplayer for some people that are apparently saying that you can get it on multiplayer by getting 3 kills without taking damage 15 in 15 separate matches, without dying in that 15 matches, and you're like, really? Because I looked at it. No, it does not show it. It does not show it for the life of it. And that is, honestly, so if you are hearing those sort of rumours, I think they are bullshit. Anyway, I'm gonna get on to the point in that. So as you can see that I have gotten Dark Ether on the new AR and the new SMGs already. And I have gotten Dark Ether in general. I do apologise that I did not stream early on this week because I was planning to stream it when I got on it, but I was just honestly in so much of a hurry, and I was eager to get it done. Because I managed to get Dark Ether just literally on the day of Season 1. Literally on the day. Whilst I was starting to finish, once I unlocked the Mach 10 and I was trying to get the Cruise mode at the same time. But once I did get Dark Ether and that, I did start working on these weapons immediately. As you can see, it didn't take me long to do it because Season 1 has only been out for the past couple of days. Honestly, I've only just gotten the AR Dark Ether, to be honest with you guys. It's only taken me a couple of days to get these guns done. But you saw in the stream and that I haven't hacked it and that to make it look like I haven't got Dark Ether and that. So I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm like, guys. I'm a legitimate. I like to play it legit. I don't hack because 1, I don't know how to, and 2, what's the point? There's no fun in it. Besides, I wouldn't just do it just for one camo, for one achieving camo and that. I earned it legitimately. And the only reason why I equip it now is because I've earned it legitimate. And I worked my butt off. Well, let's be honest, it's fair. It's not. I worked my ass off to get this done, As I have gotten all 31 guns I have gotten in this game, Dark Ether. Now, honestly, I haven't seen that much towards the new shotgun and that. All I've been hearing is rumours about it, and obviously I wanted to express my opinion about what they said about the shotgun, because in my opinion it does sound like it's utter bullshit. One of the most bullshit things I've ever heard. I've heard that about the sledgehammer as well, but I don't honestly think that that's true. Because I have looked into it, and I've been playing multiplayer on that. Well, I haven't played multiplayer, but I was curious to see if they did have the challenges on there, and they don't. They don't. If they were actually challenges in that, I would have assumed that they would have showed it up in that, like they do with the operating skins, which they do not. So, if you guys do hear this stuff about like a certain multiplayer challenge and that, it's bullshit. It is bullshit. But no, there is a new thing with Season 1 in terms of zombies, but it's based on Die Machina and that. There's no DLC maps and that for zombies. But we will explain more about that game mode in another stream, because me and Tiggs want to do that together. and I respect her wishes on that, and I want to join in on the stream with her on that, because it is a pretty good thing. And it's based around Christmas and that, so it's based around Christmas. As I was saying, it was based around Christmas, and it's going to be it's probably going to be played around that time with me and Tiggs, a little nearer to that time, because Ian Tiggs was talking about it earlier on that she wants to do a stream on it. I don't blame her. Also, there's surprisingly another double this weekend that I've heard about. There have been a lot of those events going on at the minute, and I will respect the fact that the last double was the reason why I actually kind of got Dark Ether to begin with, because I was honestly just flying through the levels, and by that point most if not most of my guns, near enough all my guns were in like mid-30s in terms of level up. All my primary weapons, and all I really needed to do was level them up to 50 so I can actually start doing their challenges. So basically last weekend I worked my butt off to get those levels up. The one problem was that I was working most of the weekend and that, so I couldn't really utilise it as quickly as I could. That was the only reason why I couldn't get those guns done before Season 1, because I was working. I was working most of the mornings of, quite a bit of the mornings into weekend. Probably not going to be streaming Boxing Day or 27th, because I'm working Boxing Day and 27th. Might stream Christmas, depends on what happens. Either that or Christmas Eve. But I think I'm going to do like at least another stream or two before Christmas. The only thing I'm really utilising in terms of stuff at the minute. The only thing that the double weapon XP is going to be helpful for me now is to max out all my gun levels and all my guns, which I don't think will take that long, because honestly, a lot of these guns and that are pretty near mid-50s anyway. Like most of them are like level 51, level 52, give or take. So I might do that a bit during the stream, like just try and max out some of these guns so I can get the bonus XP. That I think will give me a bit more extra XP, because if I get these masteries done on each gun, it's going to give me it's going to give me 20,000 XP. Because it gives me 5,000 XP without the double XP in that. That's 20k XP, that's a lot of XP. As you can see, I'm already Prestige 4 as well. And when I was looking in the Prestige shop, I noticed something that was quite interesting. That there's going to be 4 Prestiges every season, except for the pre-season. The only reason why there was 3 is because I think you had to get, I think it was because you had to get all the way up to level 55 to begin with, then get the 3 Prestiges. honestly, these challenges would not. If you do like doing Dark Ether and that and getting the challenges and that, I give you fair play to it. It's just, honestly, I think the most tedious part about it is leveling up the gun. And I would recommend, if you are gonna try and go for like high rounds and that, depending on what round you get at. So like say for example, let's say like round 15 or round 20, right? You'd want to average at least 250 headshots per gun, per game. And if you struggle with it, then I'd recommend getting Deadshot, because Deadshot really helps out with that situation. Because in this game, honestly, they've made Deadshot pretty overpowered. And it's not just because of the head, aim assist to the head. Honestly, in my opinion, it is one of the best perks in this game so far. In terms of being overpowered. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys, Deadshot in this game really does pack an effect. And I'll explain to you why. Whenever you shoot a zombie or a Megaton in the head as your first shot, when they're at full health basically, it essentially doubles the headshot damage at your first hit, if you hit them in the head. Which is broken as shit. Especially on like the shotguns. Oh my god. Those of you that haven't played this game yet, shotguns are pretty overpowered in this game. Not even going to lie to you on that. Like, I've seen when I see like high round attempts and that, I see people going for shotguns as go-to weapons. And to be honest, I can see why they use it as a go-to weapon. Another one that really surprises me above anything else, and it might surprise a lot of players that haven't played this game yet. People that have can probably know what I'm talking about, but the ray gun. My god, it is buffed. They have buffed the ever-living hell out of that gun in Cold War. For those of you that know, there have been a good amount of years that I haven't liked the ray gun. Granted, I did like it in the older games, right? I will admit that. Because back then it was viable. But I think the main reason why I went off the ray gun and I wasn't too keen on the ray gun is because it basically became obsolete compared to its competition, I guess you could say now. Because over the years, whenever I see the ray gun, I've got to put the live chat on, god damn it. Oh no, it's not. Okay, never mind. Over the years, I feel like I've honestly not really given that much love to the ray gun. And I will admit that. World at War, obviously, I used to use it I used to try and rely on it on Noct back in the old days. The old Call of Duty. Because it was the map that started it all, and obviously it's a nice bit of nostalgia to go back to. Back in World at War. honestly, obviously the main two go-tos back in World at War were the Wonder Waff and the Wonder Waff and the ray gun. But honestly, once it got to Black Ops 1, that's when it started to get shitted upon. Because honestly, it was really once the ray gun started going a bit downhill for it. Because you had great guns like the Thunder guns, the Zap guns, the Wave gun, the Baby gun, all these good Black Ops 1 wonder weapons. Obviously, I'm not mentioning the Winter's Howl because that was, you know, shit. And it became a lot more better in Black Ops 4, and even then it was still pretty mediocre for a wonder weapon. But anyway, getting to the point. All these years of after, I think people started to really stop using it though. I think the time where it really began to get hit in the face was Black Ops 3. Because by then, the ray gun Mark II was a very popular version of the ray gun. And the Mark III used to, well, obviously you had, people would call it the Mark III's version of it, or a Trojan. And I think a lot of people would agree with me in that's where it really got shit on. Because, first things first, honestly, the only game where the ray gun didn't get splash damage, because you had a certain perk for it, obviously, was Black Ops 1. Honestly, it's not that much. It used to be not that viable. Obviously, in Cold War, it's become honestly one of the best guns in the game. Like, I love that it's getting its love back, and I will admit that. Because, obviously, it's such a nostalgic weapon. For most people that have been playing zombies since the beginning, it's an iconic weapon. It always has been. It's literally been the only gun that's been in since the beginning. And has still been in every Black Ops game ever since. We're talking World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4 and Cold War. He's been in all of them. Not, honestly, not even... Some of the guns in previous games can't even compare to how long it's been in. Just literally the only gun that's been in the beginning since, obviously except the 1911, because obviously it's still used. But you've got to think, the 1911 wasn't in Black Ops 4, and it was the ray gun was. Now, granted, it was. Honestly, the Black Ops 4 variant was the worst variant of the bunch. Because one, you did not have sleep loader. Well, technically you did, but one, it was nerfed, and two, it was only when you got all four perks together. Now don't get me wrong, I did like Black Ops 4 and that, but the perk system and that was a little weird. Granted, I will admit they had a lot of variety. I honestly loved its variety in terms of perks. So obviously, but my one problem was that you can only pick up 4. You can only put 4 into slots. put 4 of them into an individual slot. Unless you were using Secret Source where you randomise the perks and that, but I didn't really use Secret Source that much. I will admit Dark Matter in Black Ops 4 was a lot tougher, and it gave a good challenge. And obviously it will be known as the first Black Ops game to have Dark Matter in zombies. And it always will be known as that from now on. And for that, I thank them for it. But it's honestly that when Cold War, honestly, I do prefer Cold War. Because Cold War has done something that Black Ops 4, well, that did something better than what Black Ops 4 did. And that was honestly the unique variety of camo challenge. 1, camo challenges. 2, how many you've gotten. And 3rd and finally, they were all unique compared to Cold War's multiplayer. And for that, I thank Cold War for that. Because I've got a lot of respect for the people that created Cold War. Granted, there are still bugs. Yeah. Granted, there are still bugs. I will admit that. But they honestly did so many. They've done so much for Season 1 and that. Even brought back split screen and that, because for those of you that don't know, for Season 1, split screen was removed because it was too buggy, and from what I heard it was pretty bad because of how buggy it was. But I 100% respect that because to be fair, Treyarch has not had a lot of time to honestly sort out this game and organise all this thing, because this was not originally intended to be a Treyarch game to begin with. This was originally intended to be a Sledgehammer game. Which, obviously, probably quite a few of the community know that already. Quite a bit of the community already know that. And honestly, Treyarch have only had about... Honestly, only about just over a year. Because this was pretty much announced around about Modern Warfare's time, where Sledgehammer had to scratch the project and that, and Treyarch was going to take their place. So they've honestly had just over a year, just honestly to start organising and preparing some of the stuff they want planned for this game. And honestly, they've done a good job all round. Because for what you guys don't know, for some of you that don't know and that, Zombies this year wasn't even intended to be. If Sledgehammer was still going with this game and that, there would not be Zombies. And I think it was because of how... I think it's honestly because of how Zombies has been like these past few years. And to be honest, they haven't been popular with the fans recently. They haven't been popular with the fans. Ah, shit. That was stupid, mate. They haven't been popular with fans. That was not a good demonstration, I do apologise, because I was playing a little stupid then. But as you can see, the community, the zombies community, has been going through a pretty rough patch. And that. And quite a bad rough patch at that. Because, honestly, obviously you have Black Ops 3, which to most fans was an exceptional zombies experience. Which was 5 years ago now, obviously. Which was out 5 years ago. And I do respect that they did give us fresh content and that. Even around the time of World War II, because obviously we had it. We managed to get it the year before Black Ops 4. But Black Ops 4 was like all of the thingy. I think what Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer were trying to do is trying to recreate the success that both what made Treyarch Zombies such an icon. Because honestly, after Black Ops 3's main season and that, the community, it just started going downhill in the community. Now, as you can see with this gun so far, I don't know what the... Why am I getting carried away about this stuff? Anyway. Alright, let's honestly just focus on the DLC stuff. So as you can see, this gun has its fair share of weaknesses. One, its fire rate is a definite. Two, its fast fire rate and that, and it burns for ammo so quickly. That is the one problem I've seen with this gun so far. Quick killing, don't get me wrong, it's just not very practical for zombies. Especially when you try and aim for the head. I honestly do prefer the new AR. These two new guns at the minute. Don't get me wrong, I like the MAC-10 in that. The MAC-10 is not that bad, it's just... it's just... The one problem I have with it is its ammo. It just burns through it so freaking quickly. So fucking quickly. If I want to use a decent gun, I want it to have a little less fire rate. But I'm guessing, to be fair, I can see where they're thinking about. Because honestly, there honestly wasn't a fast fire rate SMG in this game yet. And don't get me wrong, this gun fires quickly, and it's quick killing. It's just it can be a tough gun to control. honestly, I'd recommend for whoever's trying to get these guns, gold and that, I'd recommend trying to get an attachment that lowers recoil damage, or at least know it's at least try and get used to the patterns of the gun. Because if you're doing zombie challenges and that for this gun, well, if you're doing zombie challenges and that, say you're getting to like Dark Ether and that, you want to obviously get used to the guns. Now, in my opinion, I do have, because everyone has their own opinion to what sight they like to use and what headshot, how they get headshots and that. I respect that. But the one problem I've noticed is that you need to know how to efficiently use the gun and think about how accurate they are. They've got recoil. Try and make sure that you're controlling the recoil over the recoil controlling you. If you get what I'm trying to say. Because the recoil on this gun is not exactly pleasant. And it has a pretty bad price on it. Not gonna lie. Right. So as you can see, with the Brusmart, however the hell you pronounce it, it's got pretty consistent accuracy, and its recoil was a lot more handleable, manageable over the Mac 10's accuracy. Because this gun does burn through ammo really quickly. Granted, it's got quite a few clips on that to back it up and that. It's got a lot of ammo, right? Even one pack punch. But the one problem is, without extended mags on this thing, you're basically gonna run out. You're gonna burn through ammo so quickly on a regular basis. Like the first match, I used this gun and that because obviously, at the time, I didn't have the new AR unlocked. I still hadn't had it unlocked, and that's when I got Dark Ether and that stuff. We'll get to that. We'll get to that at some point. Well, I'll explain more about that at some point. But honestly, the only reason why I got these guns done so quickly is because, honestly, it's not that the challenges are that difficult in that, because honestly they weren't too difficult. And you guys know me, I'm consistent with headshots. But it's not... Oh yeah, by the way, they've given us a warp option now, so we can actually have a look at our we can have a look at our current ranks. If you're high enough, if you're high enough tier in that, you unlock a watch that gives you your current rank progress and that. And at the minute, I'm only level 58. To get to Prestige Master, where, like it said in the Prestige shop, you need to get to you just need to get to rank 200. Which can be a bit of a challenge. Which is going to be a bit of a challenge. But I've got to show you about the tokens. I'll show you how it works and that, about the tokens. I can't activate any of them, because apparently you cannot, well, I can activate the weapon XP ones, but they're about as helpful as nothing at this point. They're not very helpful for me at this point. So I've just maxed out both my DLC weapons in terms of level. And honestly, I'm probably not going to really use the Mach 10 again. Might use the Gruzma if I'm really feeling in that for future reference, but honestly, the Mach 10 has its flaws. It has flaws. And I don't mean like it's bad flaws and that, it's just my one massive problem with it is it just burns through ammo so quickly. It just reminds me of guns like it just reminds me of like the Vespa or the Spitfire from previous Black Ops games. Where it just burns for ammo. It just has such a fast fire rate that the ammo it gets does not compensate for it. In fact, I'm not even joking, but when I first started using this gun without extended mags, good God, I had to near enough get ammo every round. It was that bad. In terms of ammo. And as you can see, it's not very... It's not a very forgiving gun in terms of ammo. And at the minute, if you are wondering, I'm using the 53 clip size speed mag. Its highest clip size. This gun starts off with a 32 clip size, and it basically gets shite. It's shite with its lower, with that ammo, with its pack-a-punch ammo count. It is bad. Trying to get this gun trying to use this gun without extended mags was a fucking nightmare. It was one of the fastest burning. Well, granted, it melted zombies and that. It burned through zombies pretty quickly. That was the one of the most redeeming qualities about this gun. But without extended mags, good God. So I'm pretty sure, obviously it has 7 clips and that, but it had a 60 clip size without extended. A 60 clip size with this fire rate. And it had less clip sizes, it had less clips than its unpacked version. So it was basically a very similar, it's very similar to its highest clip size and that. In terms of ammo, overall, without extended. That, and you can probably guess that was really annoying. Especially when I was going into the higher rounds. Like, dear God, it was bad. It honestly reminded me of the Spitfire back in Black Ops 4. And then against the Megatons, it's not very powerful. It's only powerful when you use almost the whole clip on the thing. Which is 98. I used 98 shots just to separate it just now. As you can see, there's a double event again at the minute. But no, I just thought I'd honestly say about my opinions about these guns in Season 1 at the minute. And future preference, I'm probably just going to focus on trying to get some gun level ranks up. Like, player ranks up. Also, if I will probably show you some of the new blueprints and that, because most of them I haven't actually tried out for myself and that yet. But some of them do look amazing. And honestly, there are a lot of blueprints this season. A lot of blueprints. I'm not bothered about what round I get to. If I get extra ranks and that whilst I'm on this match and that, I'll be happy. I think out of all my friends and that, I don't think I know anyone that's actually gotten up to Prestige 4 yet. No, I think I'm the first one. No, I think after this match I'm going to end the stream, but give me 6 seconds. I'm just checking how long I've been streaming. Streaming for an hour already? Damn. I'm streaming for almost an hour. Yeah, I wanted to. But no, the Gruzma and that, it's decent. And I'm not saying that this gun is bad, because this gun, honestly, I can imagine this gun being a quick sweeper at that when it comes to killing in Cold War multiplayer, but only at close range. And I would only say close range for this gun. This gun is not viable at long range in any way, shape or form. I think I've only played like one game of multiplayer throughout this game's been out. And honestly, I'm not too keen over I'm not too keen over some of the some of the multiplayer camos, honestly. So that's why I'm not going for Dark Battle Ultra. And that is the name for it in this game. I do love that they've implemented Dark Matter into this game immediately, though. Dark Ether and Dark Matter into this game immediately. Gizmo! Gizmo! Come here, sweet! I do apologise, I cannot see very right now because of the cats, because one of the cats ran away. Gizmo, don't you dare. I think she's trying to attack the zombies, which there are none in the screen right now. Oh, Gizzy! Careful! Careful, sweet, you almost hurt yourself. Giz, careful. Gizmo, come here. As you can see, I've already made a massive start into Season 1 so far. So it looks like it's going to be like 200 prestige levels every season. And looks like there's been confirmed that I can say, well, after this match I'll show you what I'm on about on that. But I pretty much say that, I can pretty much say that I could almost guarantee that there's going to be over 20 prestiges. And if you guys are wondering about the calling card of that, you need to have Dark Ether in order to unlock it. Come on, Missy, and I can tell that to you, Gizzy, because of the tail. Eh? What are you doing, sweets? What are you doing, eh? What are you doing? Oh. So I was having a look at this earlier on. But you can see that it says about the pre-season prestiges and then season 1 prestiges, and it shows their indications. And it shows them shows the ones that are padlocked and the ones that you've unlocked. But then if you notice that from Prestige 8 to Prestige 11 is Season 2, Prestige 12 to Prestige 15, Season 3, 16 to 19 is Season 4, 20 to 23, 20 to 23, Season 5, and 24 to 27, Prestige 6, Season 6. So there are 27 prestiges that are going to be in this game, apparently. And they're going to be 6 seasons. Okay. So that's what we know so far, guys. Gizzy, stop doing that to the TV, please. Giz. Also, there's calling cards and that for each prestige key that you can use. Unfortunately, they're only for new stuff. They're only for stuff like this at the minute. I'm not going to unlock any of them yet, because I want to see how many prestige keys I can get for now. Giz! As you can see with the weapon mastery and that, I've gotten a lot of them so far. Obviously I've gotten all the categories, diamonds, mastered some of these weapons so far. So there's the street sweeper and that. For zombies and multiplayer. Street sweeper does look like it is in the game of that in terms of challenges. The one problem is, where the fuck is it? Because look, unless there's some trick about it, I have not found anything that's Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to try and see if I can look more into this sort of situation. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.